talking about one of these days she
hold
gonna
on.
fuck me up.
Since we didn't get a chance to do it at the event, me and Viixen want Casey and Official.
Casey and Official.
They need to do that. They need to
Hustle and
do that.
Viixen.
Come outside.
It's
Come
too much.
outside.
Just don't even do that. It's too much.
Ebony and Ivory versus Casey and Official.
It's
Come
too much.
outside.
It's too much. Leave them alone.
Nah, fuck that. We want them. Bardashians, come outside.
Ebony and Ivory.
Outside.
What's going on, everybody? This is Temperature Check. I am your host as always, man. Mr. Check the Temperature. How y'all doing? Before we get started with today's content, I must do what I always do anytime you see me on your screen. And that's thank you guys for the likes, comments, shares, most importantly, those subscriptions. So whether it be a day one fan, somebody who just started rocking with the channel today, man, I greatly appreciate it. And if you're loving what I got going on my YouTube, you want to see more of me, easy money. You follow me, I follow you back, man. So hit me up on Twitter, Mr. Temp Check. Hit me up on Instagram, Mr. Check the Temperature. And you can also find me on Clubhouse, Mr. Temp Check. But before we get started in today's content, I gotta let y'all know, man, the second Temperature Check apparel drop is on the way. If you want to get your pre-orders in, man, hit me up in the comment section. Hit me up on my social media platforms. We'll get you right. But definitely tune in tomorrow night. We got another Temperature Check Tuesday live with none other than Bill Collector. That's right, Double Bar Bill, number 6 and Champion of the Year for 2020. I had him a little bit higher, but we'll talk about that later. And additionally, I got a busy week. Wednesday night, I'll be going live. Same time, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to talk about one of the hustles that I use in my everyday life. And, you know, it might be able to help y'all out a little bit. Put a couple of dollars in y'all pockets too, man. So pull up to that. It's going to be good times this next week, man. But let's get right off into it, man. Kings versus Queens 2, man. It didn't happen this weekend due to someone catching COVID. They made the announcement Friday, right before the face-offs. URL and Caffeine, they are not new to this type of situation. They canceled an event last March because of COVID when it was first amping up. So what we have now is the postponement of Queen of the Ring, and it's making for a very, very impactful weekend, March 6th and March 2nd. You already have the super fight that's scheduled for Saturday night, and then you're coming right back the next day with Kings versus Queens 2. But all is not lost. It wasn't a bad weekend in battle rap in totality, man. We also had a very, very interesting 2-on-2 matchup come about. One that I know I'm excited for, and it helps to build a larger fight later down the road. What am I talking about? You seen the clip? Viixen, the Assassin, and Miss Hustle versus the Bardashians and Official and KCJ. Absolutely, I'm here for that. Absolutely. You're talking about the number one. No, and this let's just focus on Viixen and KCJ right now. You're talking about number 1 and number 2 for Women of the Year. You already know they're on a collision course for each other. But then you add Miss Hustle and Official. Come on, man. This is double impact all over it. This has double impact all over it. And what it does, it gives the fans what they want, but not everything we want. Because we want to see Viixen and KCJ, but we got to build up to that fight a little bit. But having them in a 2-on-2, this is genius. Because you'll get that matchup, but you'll also get Viixen to attack Official, which we got to see that soon. You will also get KCJ to attack Miss Hustle. I'm loving this matchup. I am loving this matchup. So shout out to Black Ice Cartel. It was actually the first platform where I saw Viixen the Assassin on. But she had a 2-on-2. Ebony and Ivory, Viixen and Hustle are not rookies when it comes to this 2-on-2. They have history together. Go back to Black Ice Cartel. Ebony and Ivory versus Viixen the Assassin and Hustle were that much better, point blank, period. You know, it's a very interesting thing, a very interesting dynamic when you look at 2-on-2s. You have, if we just do the compare and contrast to Viixen and Hustle versus Clean Paper and Bankhead. When you look and you watch that battle, you see the teamwork of Clean Paper and Bankhead. They were more so just going back and forth. Somebody says a bar, maybe 4 to 6 bars, then he comes back with the punchline. Someone says 2 to 3 bars, he comes back with the setup and the punchline. But Viixen and Hustle, they were more along the lines with DNA and K-Shine. What makes DNA and K-Shine so good? It's the chemistry that they have. It's the ability to interchange in between lines, finish each other's lines, the teamwork that they have, the setups and the punchlines, ins and out of each other's metaphors and wordplay, and the performance. Viixen and Hustle were able to show that against Bankhead and Clean Paper, and they cleared them. They cleared them, in my humble opinion. Now, you might give Clean Paper and Bankhead the first. I can see that, but the second and third, no, absolutely not. I'm going to tell you right now, this is a 2-on-2 that we need to watch out for. We need this 2-on-2 at Double Impact. We don't need to have this 2-on-2 any later than Double Impact. And this creates, again, it helps build the storyline, helps build that narrative for the ultimate fight that everyone wants to see. KCJ and Viixen. And honestly, if these women continue to have great years, why not put them on a NOME? Why not put them on the Summer Madness? Let the women get the spotlight. They don't always need to be on a Kings versus Queens card only. The women have proven in Kings versus Queens 1 that they can go toe-to-toe with the males. Some of these women have profiles just as big as some of their men counterparts. But this is a 2-on-2 that I want to see. This is a 2-on-2 that needs to go on YouTube. I know that's a dirty word in URL, but this is a 2-on-2 that needs to go on YouTube. You're talking about building women's battle rap. This is a battle that could do it. You have star power, established star power in Hustle and Official. You have up-and-coming star power in Viixen and KCJ as far as the URL platform and fandom has gone. This is a no-brainer for me. Debo, Babs, Smack, P, whoever. Let's get this going. Double Impact. We need to see this. We need to see this battle expeditiously. Expeditiously. And I love it, again, how it just, I keep having to reiterate this, but I must. It's helping to build the fight with Viixen and KCJ. There's not a lot of big fights that we're looking for in women's battle rap as it pertains to present time that can realistically happen. That is one that we already know the narrative is already there, but we need to build it up. We need to build up that type of momentum so it can be on a platform as big as NOME or Summer Madness. Let the storyline play out back and forth. Let them promote. Let them take their shots at each other. It's about building the culture, building up the brand in women's battle rap. And this is the perfect way to do it. Shout out to all 4 of these ladies. Shout out to all 4 of them, because this right here could definitely push women's battle rap into 2021 a lot further than projected, very quickly. A classic 2-on-2, which this has a potential to be, I don't think y'all understand. I do not think y'all understand how big of a battle this would be if it was on a NOME or a Summer Madness. Let the fight build off each other. Let the KCJ and Viixen storyline continue to build off of this 2-on-2, leading up into a NOME, leading up into a Summer Madness. If you're telling me that arguably these women in 3 or 4 months are still projected where they're at, they've had good classic battles, they've won, they've had highly debatable battles for 2021, why not put this on a Summer Madness or a NOME? This is a great way, again, to keep the people interested in this fight and to not burn out the storyline too fast. Again, this is just my opinion. Don't forget, we got Bill Collector tomorrow night. I'm gonna help y'all make a couple dollars on Wednesday. We got a lot going on this Temperature Check channel, man. Make sure that you are liking these videos. Make sure you commenting. Most importantly, make sure you subscribing. This is Temperature Check. I am your host as always, man. Mr. Check the Temperature. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And like always, we just getting started.